I see your weariness, my child. I know the depth of your exhaustion, the weight that bears down upon your spirit. I watch as you traverse this wilderness, questioning if the promised dawn will ever break upon your horizon. These are not mere words I speak to you now. They are truth flowing from the very essence of who I am, meant to lift your spirit and transform your understanding. Rejoice, you who feel barren. Raise your voice in song, though you see no fruit, for I declare that those who feel desolate will bear more than those who seem complete. Make space in your life for what I am preparing. Expand your expectations. Push back the boundaries of what you think possible. Drive your stakes of faith deep into the ground, for I am about to expand your territory in ways you cannot yet fathom. You will reach out to the right and to the left, and through you, I will restore what was abandoned and rebuild what was destroyed. Do not let shame hold you back. The weight of past failures need transforming it into fertile ground. Even now, I am preparing to lavish you with evidence of my goodness that will leave no doubt about who has fought for you. Your tears do not fall unnoticed. Each moment of questioning, each dark night of doubt, I am there. Though you may not sense my presence, the enemy's attacks against you will not succeed. Stand firm in this truth. Let it sink deep into your bones. I have established you on a foundation that cannot be shaken. When the storms come, and they will come, you will not be swept away. I am transforming your weaknesses into strengths, your places of vulnerability into fortifications of grace. This is not about your ability to endure, but about my faithfulness to complete what I have begun in you. In time, you will look back on this season with understanding. You will see how every step, even the painful ones, led you closer to the purposes I have for you. Your current limitations are not permanent barriers. They are opportunities for me to display my power in your life. Remember, I do not measure as the world measures. What appears as delay is often my perfect timing. What feels like rejection is frequently my protection. What seems like a detour is usually my direct path to bringing about your greatest good. Take heart, beloved one. This season of testing is temporary, but its rewards are eternal. I am not finished with your story. The very struggles that now weigh you down will become the foundation of your testimony. Through you, others will discover the depth of my faithfulness and the power of my restoring love. Stand firm in this truth today. Let it strengthen your spirit and renew your courage. The wilderness will not last forever. The promised land lies ahead, and I will bring you into it in my perfect timing. My beloved child, I see you running this race I've set before you. From the moment you gave your heart to me, you entered a journey unlike any other. Let me tell you what I see when I watch you move through each stage of this path. At first, you started simple. You came with nothing but your willingness, your open heart, and your determination. That was all I needed from you. As you progressed through the first stages, I watched you develop strength. Each challenge you overcame added something unique to your character. Each victory, each lesson learned, each time you chose to persevere made you more distinct, more capable. With each new level of growth, the opposition intensified. You've noticed this, haven't you? The more you advance, the more attention you draw. Others see the distinct mark of my presence on your life. Some celebrate it while others feel threatened by it. You become marked by experience, bearing the evidence of every victory and every scar you've learned, movements and maneuvers you never thought possible. Remember, when you first started, you could barely handle the basics of life. Now look at you navigating complex situations with a wisdom that comes only through experience and intimacy with me. You've developed spiritual reflexes that surprise even you sometimes. But here's what I need you to hear today. You're approaching a crucial moment. You're nearly at the finish line of this particular race. This season I've had you in. The promised land I've prepared for you is within sight. It's that place of abundance I've whispered to you about during our quiet moments together, that position of influence I've been preparing you for, that breakthrough in your destiny that we've discussed in the secret place. And because you're so close, the opposite position is about to intensify in a very specific way. The enemy of your soul knows your vulnerabilities. He sees how long you've been running this race, how the isolation has worn on you, how you sometimes long for more. This is why I'm warning you now. In these final moments before your breakthrough, you'll face a particular kind of temptation. It might come disguised as a relationship, perhaps a potential partner who seems to understand you perfectly, or a business opportunity that appears to be exactly what you've been waiting for. It could be an old habit trying to resurrect itself, whispering that just one more time won't hurt. The temptation will be tailored specifically to your current vulnerabilities. It might appeal to your loneliness, your fatigue, or your desire for acknowledgement. It might seem like a shortcut to the very things I've promised you, but listen carefully. You've developed too much discernment to fall for these tactics now. Through every level of this race, I've taught you to recognize genuine opportunities from hollow imitations. You've learned to distinguish the difference between my voice and the voice of the enemy. You've experienced enough to know that compromising with darkness, even briefly, can derail your progress for years. This is a decisive time where every choice carries heightened significance. You're operating in a season where timing is crucial, where every decision must align perfectly with the destiny I've prepared for you. What encourages me about you is that you've developed a spiritual momentum that's nearly unstoppable. Yes, the temptation might appeal to your natural senses, but your spirit has been so strengthened through this journey that you can see through the deception. You've learned to recognize when something is designed to derail you. No matter how attractive appears on the surface, you're at a place now where you can make firm decisions without being swayed by guilt or manipulation. You can identify threats to your destiny and cut them off swiftly without lengthy deliberation or emotional entanglement. This isn't about being cold-hearted, it's about being focused on the greater purpose I've placed within. You remember the countless times throughout this race when you thought you couldn't continue, but you did. Remember the obstacles that seemed insurmountable, yet somehow you found a way through. That wasn't just you, that was my strength working through you, developing a resilience that would carry you to this very moment. Now, as you approach this finish line, stay alert, but not anxious. You've been trained for this moment. Every previous victory has prepared you for this final sprint. Every lesson learned has equipped you to recognize and reject anything that would hinder your progress. Now you're closer than you've ever been. The breakthrough you've been contending for is within reach. Don't allow any last-minute distraction, no matter how alluring, to divert you from the destiny I've prepared. Your discernment is sharp, your spirit is strong, and your determination is unwavering. You've come too far, learned too much, and grown too strong to fall for any final deceptions. This is your moment of crossing over. Run with purpose, run with clarity, run with the assurance that every step brings you closer to the fulfillment of everything we've discussed. The victory is already secured. You need only to complete the course set before you, my beloved. Every breath holds purpose. Each step along your path carries deeper meaning, and you realize joy and sorrow both shape you, teaching wisdom that draws you closer to understanding who you truly are, even when meaning seems distant. My hand guides your journey when darkness surrounds you and questions cloud your mind. I work in depths your heart is still learning to fathom. If grief weighs heavy today, come rest in my presence. My arms remain open, ready to embrace you here. In this sacred space, let your burdens fall away. Let me lift the weight that bows your shoulders. Let me carry the load that makes your steps heavy. This season of sorrow will pass like morning mist before dawn's first light. As you attune your spirit to my voice, your heart will rise from these ashes of grief. Today marks a fresh beginning, not just another sunrise, but a divine moment to rediscover the eternal spark within you. You take this time to breathe deeply of my grace and find restoration for your weary soul. Let peace flow through you beyond human understanding. Let joy take root deeper than circumstance. Set down those heavy cares. If only for this moment, place your struggles before me. I understand their weight far better than you know. When the world spins too quickly and your strength falters, my strength never diminishes, my resources never run dry. This quiet space holds love without measure or limit, compassion that never exhausts itself, and the deep acceptance your heart has always longed to find. See yourself through my eyes, cherished beyond measure, valued beyond price, crafted with care. Let this truth sink deep into your bones, reshaping how you view yourself. Those anxious thoughts hold no real power. They are shadows before light. Each trial faced, each storm weathered, has shaped you into something extraordinary. Your scars tell a story of resilience, not of defeat, but of overcoming. Every challenge, every moment of doubt, every tear shed in secret has expanded your capacity for compassion and understand. Standing, walk closely now along this path. My intentions overflow with hope and harmony. While earthly riches and fleeting fame may not come, I offer treasures of far greater worth. Wisdom from walking through fire, understanding born of wrestling with difficult questions, and peace that remains steady when everything else trembles. Greet each sunrise with quiet anticipation. Let love become your foundation, wisdom your guide. Drink deeply from the well of my presence. Let these words strengthen your spirit for whatever lies ahead, whatever mountains rise before you. Your worth transcends success or failure, acceptance or rejection, the shifting standards of a changing world. My love remains constant, unchanging through every season. Today receive something the world cannot provide, joy deeper than circumstance, stronger than any storm, not fleeting happiness that dissolves at the first sign of trouble, but an anchor holding steady when waves crash over you and winds howl fiercely. Each tear, each wound, each moment of uncertainty leads to greater understanding. Nothing lacks purpose or meaning. Every experience prepares you for things yet unseen. Your spirit resonates with my presence when darkness threatens to overwhelm. Remember, light always finds a way through the smallest cracks. Release those fears binding you like chains. Let go of bitterness weighing down your heart. Shed the doubts, whispering lies, and night hours. Hold fast to what endures beyond time. Hope, faith, and love in their purest forms. When waves threaten, my strength flows through you like a mighty river. I see beyond current struggles to the person emerging through them. Others' words or actions do not define your worth. My image lives within you. Even in weakness, power flows through you like living water. No promise returns empty, no word fails its purpose. Your path brims with possibility, with moments of beauty you cannot yet imagine. Nothing, no circumstance, no mistake, no storm diminishes my love. Find refuge in these promises that never fail. Build bridges instead of walls in this broken world. Let compassion span the chasms dividing people from each other and from me. Transform your pain into light for others walking through darkness. Your love can heal what's broken and strengthen what remains. Consider David facing his giant. Victory came through faith rather than might. Speak what your spirit knows deeply. Nothing lies beyond my power to restore, redeem, and renew. Your voice carries authority when rooted in truth and conviction. Born of experience, release anxious thoughts. Watch fear transform into courage, worrying into peace, confusion into clarity. Why carry what was meant to be shared? Give me your uncertainty, your pain, your confusion. Open your heart fully, no need for pretense or polished prayers. Share your deepest fears, hidden dreams, raw emotions. What could overwhelm the one who shaped the stars? I know every chamber of your heart, every unnamed longing, every unspoken prayer. That emptiness you sometimes feel signals your spirit's need for deeper connection with mine. Look around at those placed in your life companions for the journey, reflecting my care. Support them as they support you. Fight for these connections. True community reflects my presence in tangible ways, showing facets of love you can see and touch. Your future holds possibilities you cannot yet imagine. Remember how light pierced through when all seemed lost. Each step builds strength and character. Grace provides everything needed for each moment. Power shines brightest through cracks of weakness and uncertainty. Keep climbing higher, reaching deeper. Don't surrender What we've built through trials and triumph show grace to those who wound you not for their sake but because freedom from bitterness opens doors to deeper healing. Leave revenge behind. I understand betrayals sting, but don't let it poison peace freely given. Doors open where humans see only walls, paths light up where darkness seems complete. Every opportunity leads toward growth, even within clear destinations. Like a shepherd knowing each of his sheep, I guide with tender care and perfect wisdom. Love flows without end, without condition, without limit. Begin each day knowing goodness surrounds you like air. Every kindness shown, every grace extended creates ripples beyond sight or understanding. When questions of provision arise, remember I prepare opportunities, open doors, and unexpected blessings that inspire or breathe deeply of peace. Release tension, anxiety, fear. Feel my presence surrounding you like a warm embrace. Every burden released finds perfect rest. Strength rises in weakness. Light clarifies confusion. Love encompasses every aspect of your being, past, present, future. Constant as stars rest in complete knowing, perfect treasuring, eternal loving. Nothing separates you from this love. No height, depth, power, or circumstance. Each morning brings fresh mercies, new opportunities for grace. Every evening offers reflection on faithfulness. Through every moment love remains steady as mountains, deep as seas. Walk forward with quiet confidence, knowing tomorrow rests secure and you remain forever cherished with perfect love and tender care. Rest now in peace, washing over like gentle waves. Joy sings in heaven over your life. Love has no beginning and no end. It simply is as constant as truth itself, as eternal as divine nature. You are my beloved child, and nothing will ever change that profound and beautiful truth. Believe in me, the God who brings growth. I will not leave you in need. Your stories of triumph will emerge from your struggles, and what once seemed impossible will become a testament of faithfulness, as a melody of hope intertwined with your journey, lifting hearts, guiding lives. Light breaking through darkness, joy singing over all that is true, peace filling every void, grace opening every door, love pouring from eternity into our moments together. Never forget I am with you, leading, guiding, holding every moment. This path lies ahead. Walk steadily through days filled with potential beyond your grasp. Today be still and listen carefully as I speak over you. Dreams fulfilled, futures bright. In light of all things are possible even now. Always remember my love remains steady and yielding. This journey unfolds like the petals of a flower, revealing hidden beauty. Step into this new day embraced by eternal hope. I am with you always and forever. Amen.